Eche Ensembena Edi Efrisie Ensemben na Edi Aradadanie Hophobia member TV so I Abankesiem Promedi I Why na ekasei Honorable Kennedy Akompreku Agyapong ana ekasei Ensemben na Honorable Kennedy Akompreku Agyapong the campaign spokesperson wania tutudwa about MPP diaye bibi oho se obi ebe na twene se odi bone okuwia abatum ama okobrane inti campaign spokesperson wakasa ensemben na campaign spokesperson oni atutu dwa ensemben a ni nyina kira sa azanwoma amukoye se community favor baako ana atija zanwoma amukoye se o community favor baako ana yedai ati ija na Kennedy Agyapong no untimi nse no untimi nse Kennedy Akompreku Agyapong ikasamafo kasa yenkonkuti ikasamafo akasa indi
that I spoke about. So I quickly moved to Akoso Wokase Youth Organizer Omonte Day to Mutamo Emerald 35. Me, I didn't really have a position on it. I thought they said whether 35 or 40 is still okay. But I think the intent and purpose of me said Gen Z they resonate well with their peers. It's a good 35 be between 35 to be on the top, 35 and below the original the act on but I think that one also get rejected. But all in all, a lot of the decisions that were taken in the supreme interest of the party. No Bisamia, I don't really see any fault or any wrong with it. Now beyond that, usually you know that the political realities that we find ourselves, the government will try to scheme and protect their candidates and everything. The question said most of the aspirants and the funding campaign, especially the presidential aspirants, I think can be maybe some 4 million. That is about some 100,000. There is also speculation that Dr. Babel gave 6 million. I can confirm that of them because I know the million. But this is a former board with people small 500,000. So I think earlier there were some behind closed door conversations on a minute just on the party failure. But maybe let's assume say maybe more enough time. And it still happens that about young Kasai. And but for movement here, there is nothing wrong if the man is given an opportunity to speak. He was our former vice president, he was our former collaborator. So on any day, those privileges and courtesies will be given to him, which is perfect or Kasai. But where people have concerns about but where people have concerns about it appears to say people and the organizers were so intentional, and these are the feedback that we are getting from most of the delegates. Different shows the Deputy General Secretary I was on the show and I pointed it out. That is not my concern. But it appears a lot of delegates, the feedback that we are getting from them, they say, I said, we were so intentional about pushing the Baumia agenda. How and why did you do it? Me part about the speech of you, the be able to some now but the be all contest. Will be able to contest. You don't give him an added advantage. Let him go around the stadium and greet people. Okay, all church and conform to do the beer. They have to good fellow who have to signal and conform and say please wave. Now I mention agenda of my year. I don't want to mention youth organizers as well, and when the region they are coming from. But I'm not party youth organizer there to bring 100 people. I'm not printing shirts, more blue shirts, and actual operations. Into all the operations, they are dedicated to everybody, so more money they bring up. The sound of one a bit yeah. So imagine 100, multiply by 34 youth organizers on this side one more. That would be 3,400. Said the way I want to say. So if you see, say 3,400 were artificially brought there to come and wave and give him opera, then it's dangerous for his campaign. Because it means that the delegates, first of all, they didn't even come for the program as we think. Secondly, those that were giving the funds were not even necessarily delegates. Now, said you know, Musa was saying, former vice president, how can he speak? Who will call around near the party, you see, no one answer. It will be a better. What I say? But I mean, those objects were done to again give an impression. So, I mean, so at the point of yes, sir. Yes, sir, because say one. Right now, politics is the game of perception. You know, I say, Dr. Temple is no longer in his camp. He was part of his camp earlier. Dr. Agyapong is no longer in his camp. He was part of his camp. He's actually also contesting me. In the Agyapong was a political strategist. This time around, he's also not in his camp. He's also contesting me. You and I know President Akufo-Addo is no longer even with him. He has taken back. He's sitting on the zone to keep position on the camp. And see, when you have this factor, nothing can save you. Nothing can save you. That I spoke about. So I quickly move to the Agyapong youth organizer. I want to say they to me, Emerald to 35. Me, I didn't really have a position on it. I thought they said whether 35 or 40 is still okay. But I say the intent and purpose of me said Gen Z they resonate well with their peers. If you do a 35, do a bit 35 to be on the cap or not. 35 and below the original they are contested, but I think that one also get rejected. But all you know, a lot of the decisions that were taken in the supreme interest of the party. No, Bisamia, I don't really see any fault or any wrong. Now, beyond that, usually you know that the political realities that we find ourselves, the government will try to, scheme and protect their candidates and everything. The current say most of the aspirants, and the funding. Campaign, especially the presidential aspirants. I think the minimum media some are 4 million. That is about some 100,000. There is also speculation that Dr. Babel gave 6 million. I can confirm that of them because I know the million. But this is the former board which is now 500,000. So I think earlier there were some behind closed door conversations on a minute just on the party for but maybe, let's assume, say maybe we're in that time. It still happens that and but for moment here, there is nothing wrong if the man is given an opportunity to speak. He was our former vice president, he was our former collaborator. So on any day, those privileges and courtesies will be given to him, which is perfect. But where people have concerns about, but look at
yɛntoa so ɛwɔ ha yɛntoa so ɛwɔ ha sei yɛntoa so ɛwɔ ha na wakasa wo yɛntiwi
fan nim no so party ni base ɛna ma wo fra wo so general secretary party ni base ɛna ma wo fra wo so treasurer party ni base ɛna ma fra wo so chairman. So the party ni base no se wa hwe anya mo no se hwete a be se ayi akokɔ sensa de takra tutu what so what na kura se da akokɔ sensa akoro ni takra no ensuo to awode eden no tumuna mo nye na party ni base hwete and you see it just if you pokodua kwa de ohun wo Enka, I was say, Enka ultimusua na mebre. Who call elections? Yes, who could your school fees. But enam sa party no, face ni sa woni epe no. Na ye ko that election no. Nipa baako a na enim se obi anji ni so ba election JFK. But party base ka say won ye pew. So mo to abama. So you should have taken a cue from that election no. So ka won take size. Or take size. Say JFK ade na ekoso no. Sa won peso a on support it, come out and condemn it. When you condemn it, Obia be say this will stand. But say one condemn me ka say maybe na MPs bi nkom constituency. Oba abonte be kasai. I can say na do nya reshuffle. Obia hu say wakasem. But dey ekoso say wo mpe na one condemn so a man for be kasa wo kan. Ento obi a onim JFK on kan che ne say eniema na ekoso party mu the illegality ekoso party mu say on support ya omra bonte be condemn just like say or condemn say nanado one year reshuffle no na okasa mu say nado nya reshuffle no ye tell the just if poko dia call bono bae say a lot of MPs and call mo constituency and I am paso okasa mu to obi ahun say waka but the ekoso say na magigi enipa nyina sika Honorable can etua 4 million. I do you 500,000 Ghana cedi. Bana champion etua 600,000 Ghana cedi. Baumia etua 6 million. Na majiji nyina sika say mo de ko launch campaign e de ama Dr. Baumia. Who bondo? Sa de kire mo party mu. Sa de kire mo party mu.
Where people have concerns about the Agyapong.
Yes, Ram. I no kra na e ka kire mo. Me just propose dia. What start say oh yeah papa. I'll be the first person to come also praise you. Me the last time me say me to no. I know my left from my right. E bia nipa no obeka asem ha na oba beka say me fair party penny. Obi ato peke in Japan. Na me fair no. Wo kan asem ba ko mienu miensa che me hu say one. Fine, me enkomo ni madin e kire say our party ni at heart. Me ba me kan me version that is Samia Oku. Me kan dey Samia Oku ene me kan ye enkomo anu oni mi di about say some of the constituent or Samia Oku. He told me point blank, he said, MPP fee said, defeat we are ato party no. See, I'm kind of one momupa. I'm a winnable candidate ya. Yet him back to power in 2028. He told me point blank. And I'm busa and say, then identity and no support in the Japan, yet winnable candidate. And was say, politics dear. Politics. So, hanne, nature, oh ha. And wow. Na wono wo oba omia camp no wani ka akọ dada yema no ntena ho second Japan we ne he will be the first person na bia oba rally support Dr. Bome camp so me support Kenya Japan sans no mo so mo Kenya Japan camp no so mo we ne ono Bome camp we ni a enipa so mo Kenya Japan camp no om so be boa bom aba be support Bome na akọ forward. And was say, a statement be or making it some days ago. No, at this time on your opportunity, he will not make that statement. Me, Sani o tape na a wa bonteno. A big camper, my react to my condemn. Nipa na kasase mu achemia me more dance baby jana me san e blast no. Eti just from poke me ka be si say ade na ekoso party ni mu no. Sa wo mpa bra bontin ba be kas ade we na ekoso. Mo amunim say no na ekwan a mo fa so. Mo na mo de statement ba ye say delegates nkwa na mo promo non-delegate will not be allowed to enter into the stadium. By the stadium no. Be a program na ekoso no enti de omontena fie enhwe enti de na mo ma akwan amia so nipa free good bus bu ba ho na asem no and you are the general saying to me blame o esa me I don't envy you position me no ni bibia we a party general say o say me bu me de ani die ma we ya akura kwa wo na de watena akonya no so we ya de na nya ye beka na Kobi mame na some of the amendment ya omoyeye na ye medi nkomo
before the new provision amend articles 12 and 13 The amendment seeks to expand the Electoral College for the presidential primaries to promote inclusivity and broader participation, and is in line with the proposed expansion. Is in line with the proposed limited expansion. Delegates in favor, say aye. Have it.
Kasai. And but for moving here, hey, there is nothing wrong with the man is given opportunity to speak. He was our former vice president, he was our former collaborator. So on any day, those privileges and courtesies will be given to him, which is perfect. Kasai. But where people have concerns about, but look at the where people have concerns about it appears to say people and the organizers were so intentional, and these are the feedback that we are getting from most of the delegates. One of different shows is the Deputy General Secretary was on the show with him, and I pointed it out. That is not my concern, but it appears
from because 1992 or TRCB or DBiano or voting right, and a former parliamentary candidate say bia obi a oye MPP ni candidate say bia obi a oye MPP ni, especially ebia in the orphan constituencies obi okoje se ka adwura say ka lady na okoye na anye yama no ene drobon so mo ene ayi anko ni voting right ene ye do mo nyina aba abeka ho reason ne say tete no and first no o mo nto bi enti ebia nipa no hwe say obi a oye former parliamentary candidate another former MP and now also only voting right and the party ko baby a yen kra no but nipa we an owo sika we experience na wono kwan ka the new parliamentary candidate obeso ne san wa cheche ne kwan no muslim ni vote and am from party no mate ada na face former constituency executives obi aba di constituency so e bia 2 terms 3 terms 4 terms ye to abatia na yes we voting right party ko baby a yen frɛ no. And to worse in no a yadia ever the boa party no and also obia why a constituency executive, why a former MP, why a former DC, maybe no class our experience of me Agyapong on board. A bus be a form be a reconciliation committee be a disciplinary committee be boy and then they go fast small boy be say because of by virtue say no year near to abamano one a boss of constituency one. What disrespect party for a same mission you come for so but these experienced guys, you know, they were able to come on board. Here, and this for a expansion. I call for former MMDCs in Ebeka. Now, boy party is for instance, former DC be the president Ketwa. Oska was signed contract, and then yes, we need voting right. What is that buying by ya? Or award the contract? I get 10%, 2%, 1%. Oh, what's that? What's the only voting right? But can you go to him to solicit fund education campaign? These are some of the proposed amendments. Ya, or my ya kefi nekon. Ye bet rich ma top party for the trim. I'm a party for na tias. Yes, these are a near man near shisha. Yes, obi. Hey, on a Jonah Nana Danko Kufuado. Meaning DCB is it as a more boating? Kufuor time obey DC. Nano times or some be DC. Papa way and ye scour party na kwa telefi. Yes, only voting right. So many voting right the akakra manya media to fee. Na medi akaka. Nanado and will be at 8 years. When yeska also need voting right. And me a mini voting right. Who make me give my campaign. And this amendment with the mesh I will see I support 100%. I bet boa party ni I na jazz party no. Na ye party na former juma na entrek is for no mugu no. Na bi mu no wan hwan mu de. In fact, they have to change. I have to be honest with them. Because I didn't omo ye de emwa party no. Say yen stage yen promote candidate way, yen candidate way say share. Na Me ba be kan asem bia de e kire mo. Me pese am kofa Dr. Laji Mahmoud wa metepu e de emra. Ye ba Kobi kai say me say mo feel bi about omo support ba me ma be kan wa asema kire. Ye fa sa tepu no.
Too often, when we are yet to choose leaders, indiscipline, unacceptable language, and unpardonable behavior become the order of the day. In the end, when internal competition we would have launched on ourselves become fodder and ammunition which our opponents use to attack us. We experienced it in the 2024 campaign, and we should not let it happen again a second time. This is why I call on all Kukrudites to stop internal attacks now. Let's stop the internal attack. Too often, when we are yet to choose leaders, indiscipline, unacceptable language, and unpardonable behavior become the order of the day. In the end, when internal competitions are over, the attacks we would have launched on ourselves become fodder and ammunition which our opponents use to attack us. We experienced it in the 2024 campaign, and we should not let it happen again a second time. This is why I call on all Kukrudites to stop internal attacks now. Let's stop the internal attack.
Good. That is Dr. Alaji Mahmoud Bawumia. Abusiafo. Where's na Dr. Bawumia use here no? Why na tima a church or west no? What tima church or west na? La comment section e betro. Na me ba be react to Dr. Bawumia sem no, but me pese comments ni bebre o ase ma me kan so na ma anya ade. Mary ne na oriented crowd na. Obi eni ho a all election no ni se Mary ne na or basi ni pada. Obi eni ho election no se Mary ne all trust over regida. Party yin party. John Dramani ma be duro nipa na nkate gu ho. Omo twen no. No omo rent crowd o. Se enipa no kwa beba. Omo ane high omo sprinters edeba. But MPP. Now when we were struggling to lose 2024 election. Yeah, the ayalolo bus ebesuo. Nya the t-shirt plus 50 series still na nipa mfo. They are struggling to lose. Today Dr. Bawumia Moye ne campaign no. They are only struggling to lose the next MPP primary. You mark on the wall. Me say, me the sun also powerful baby. They are struggling to lose. Share. Say Nyankopon ka wo yi wo to ase akunwa ho. Nothing that you can do. Mo ka na ekwa balloting no. Mahama koyi number 8. Ye MPP for yi number 1. Ba be a parliamentary candidate da no. Or a presidential candidate da. Me fi say yes ade no. Na say ba be Mahama koto ye no. Ebe confuse NDC voters so that omunya a lot of MPs in parliament. Babusia free. Yebe kind of from 1992. Ebe sin. Apart from 92 a boycott election no. There make us electoral fortunes at NDC in terms of parliamentary seat at 2024 elections. Say Nyankopon akata waji 2 million from sama. Opa ye day me say we were JK any team no. They are just struggling to lose. Because in the Japan air by be organic lab just like Mahama 2024. Mahama be do na take 1 AM. Yeba basi ni pa ko no. Mo che ye ko. So don't mind them. They are just struggling to lose. Me say market fatu baby and soka. Baby a dano a daso dawa and sign. Say the Japan is win this contest hands down. But be a damn said a dahwa and sign. Party for delegates, Mona Modosu. And no mom, Omoko and I'm quadjigi scanner there, Munimomo. Last 4 years, no one kind of 2023, no one kind of home. But be a no mujana, no mujina. Everyone have a kind of home. To my become home, Massum Yapina, on our can 70%. Miss number 31st of January 2026. A bit better than Cam. Me say, a bit better Monsantem, just like they did on the 8th of December 2024. No? Just like they did. O make it age. What I'm say MPP for or Master. Remember that Dr. Baume tape na boy. So I say, anytime I call internal contest, there's indiscipline or party. Hanoi, omuye indiscipline. Eche Dr. Baume team. The last election. When I'm quite sure 10 sins of Kende Japan. See any anamo de nam. Eke Kende Japan did MP before them. Kende Japan, what can they Kofi Job, Eka fa President Kufuado, Muko cha honamo bosse, Kende Japan did President Kufuado at him. Anamoye indiscipline. Echemo. He was also talking about attacks. There were physical attacks and not verbal attacks. More both physical and verbal attacks. Oko attack alani ebonu tunani or north east. Kenya Japan campaign coordinator bunu east Charles Adomoko bono. Most also verbally na mo attack Kenya Japan chitafo. Na Ken ka ba so bi so strategies. Yeah for dollar and they must say Ken and some tie. Was say unpardonable behavior. Unpardonable behavior bear na chance say Dr. Bomel can say he's a Muslim. He's a northerner. Northerners will vote for him. I will introduce religious politics at the bar. Your party anymore. Unpardonable behavior bear na chance I don't know. Was also say unacceptable language. What they can say, I was being selected because I'm a Muslim, so vote for me. Why they can't ask them? Why? Why now come back abronya pass only di asofo atem, only Kenya Japan atem. Why na be on here TV ma abronya. So oko atifi eko hunu su a oba na afo ba bubusa say ayede nsuo no ho na ye. So these words no Dr. Baumia has the answers. He has all the answers to all these. Words no indiscipline, attacks, unpardonable behavior, unacceptable languages. Fine. I don't can't ask him. So he has answers to all these things. Ne campaigners or pariansa or chibafi admit. I'm not called reputa over cast unpardonable behaviors. Now, there be over MP that bay. And on about set criteria at the Ama party. No, over party that bay. Our set criteria about party. No, when I call for sa awamu from NDC about MPP man. Kende Japan any announce a case now what to a church on Kwasi fa ho. Find a do mba MPP mu. What the PNC for ni NDC for aba. And now exhibit or root behavior or party ni mu. Now you can't say ayeye ayemo abusuan for me din e de shaibula sisi omia. Him say every presidential candidate be an launch the campaign. But this time there MPP national executives are taking size.
You burn it twice. Every day, they say campaign assassin. Campaign assassin. Every day, bia. You burn immediately kakrebi. Near ko, near sabepim. Dr. Baumia, and in call for today. We be better case today. We be better Baumia. Sir, what Casasa MPP Fossy heading? We be better MPP now, hono. Jen Transe MOB Jeki and say party no. Obi jeke. Baomia kofiri kwamu baomia. Baomia kofiri kwamu. Why so desperate? Dr. Baomia, why so desperate? Baomia kofiri kwamu baomia. Enti si ebetrase na baomia kofiri kwamu ebese party. No way. Ye ba betrase na baomia kofiri kwamu baomia. One kind of party ho. Baomia kofiri kwamu. One kind people no ho. Yentie baomia. Tama obae no. Na baomia kurase amse onye Ghana ni. Yentie baomia onye Ghana ni. Yentie we.
Dr. Mahmoud Baumia. Odi yade obaye no na chi kura wonti o. Samuel Neske Buafu original minister. Na me the personal assistant.
No teaching.
No, na Baumia teaching. I'm saying this on authority.
Ghana ni I want teaching.
Na me say no teaching. Professor Agyapong abosumtwi ni yo chira de. Opani Agyapong. Ono na chira Baumia chi. Enti oba
fantastic one. Baumia Yeti kofa ba na untitwi kura. Baumia kofa free ni je ba ye no. Na untitwi no. Enei yento no mfre Baumia. Baumia ko free kwamu Baumia. We are ready for you. There's no way. Nana B na twem pone. Nana B na twem ketwa. JFK na twem ketwa. Ma twem pone a muni se MPP party no. Jempre ma mun se no. Tofie kwa. Jempre ma mun se no Baumia ko free kwamu. Dr. Baumia ko free kwamu Baumia. Obi be JK. Mofi se MPP no ye bejama enkofo na mo be se no mo mobra. Monye huska se tam. Mo didi amen. Mo fu nyira ye ma se tam. Etie nya party ni mamo. Na mo ntwiriga party no. Yey. Baumia ko free kwamu. Akompre ku Kennedy ohiribe Japan. Woba. Akompre ku Kennedy Japan. Woba. Nti obia ehwiranim. Munisi yebetwa. Munisi yebeden yebetwa Kennedy akompre ku Japan. Jamansa do no. Jamansa nim no. Jamansa ginedie. Jamansa do no. Kennedy akompre ku Japan. Yenya party ni mamu o. Eti na bia wapon. Na bia wasa. The most useless national kanasa ani na bi. Demos. Wasa. Who ko jisika opa omia o. No apa sinkofo. Eno ne. Yey. NTMP no. Delegate from sorry. Dr. Baumia ni sika suma wuntum ni bremwa. Muni sika na muni. Dr. Baumia. Womuni sika bremwa delegate bia. Dr. Baumia ni na pamfo ni sika bremwa. Muni sika na muni e Ghana fo sika no wasesa. Ghana fo sika. Ana wasesa. Free party ni. Wo be se party no. Wo no yire monya mu se tam. Ebi aso mo bra. Ebi aso wase. Ambassador of Saudi Arabia. Mami se tam. Jenya party ni mamo. Fasi kwate kaza.
Necessarily delegates. Now, said you know, Musa was a former vice president, I hope speaks. Who are called around near the party, you see, no one answer. It'll be a better. What I say? But I mean, those objects were done to again give an impression. So, about me, so I became to yes, sir. Yes, sir, because say one. Right now, politics is the game of perception. You know, I say, Dr. Agyapong is no longer in his camp. He was part of his camp earlier. Dr. Agyapong is no longer in his camp. He was part of his camp. He's actually also contesting him. In Jamaica, Agyapong was a political strategist. This time around, he's also not in his camp. He's also contesting him. You and I know President Kufuor is no longer even with him. He has taken back. He's sitting on the zone to keep position on the camp. And see, when you have this factor, nothing can save you. Nothing can save you.
Fantastic way. You're a kwate. Next one day. Nothing can save Baumia. Nothing can save him. Nothing can save Baumia. And to we a delegate. No money sika brema. Sika na muni na muni Ghana for sika. We MPP delegate. Muni sika na muni. Na yen kesi sika. Baumia free bank of Ghana bano. No ni kapre. Yen kesi sika. Ano masasa. Ani eni etu amuka. Ano masasa no muni. Woman na kotere fie. Etu ye delegate. Chama untumi. Eni sika na kogo aburofuom. Aburo wanya bi ahwe. Etu muni sika brema. Muni sika na muni. Fie ba ne ebeto no. Eya wo destiny MPP yedie. MPP yedie. Emu bi meka nkyerɛ sɛ kɔto abama Baumia. Baumia kofiri kwa mu Baumia. Emu bi medada. Wo so watwe ene twene. Emu bi medada because MPP New Patriotic Party was from the Kono and you see look so low. Emma so kind of people, useless people are omumo prebiada. And your political party will risk car. Go mama brother. And your political party are what see Kwasaka. Yes, I can they appoint a contract. Can they appoint a contract? Who's when your contract in on the time out to be a contract a brofomo when you're brono yenebi. Yay, I can appoint a contract. Na phone for any beadi. Want to mean a contract. One who could bro, a bro to any be and to know a difference in here. So clear. A complex Japan. One on your contract on your party. One my class to forbid. Want to mean a contract. On the bro, a bro to any be. Our minister car on the quality chair. What is carry be? Mommy and carry crutch them. Enti, je catch delegate for MPP delegate say. There's no way. MPP osoro amenyokuo no jebe luku so low ama Dr. Baumia misi campaign asase ye pon tu campaign asase eti there's no way ye beja party na ma na bia wasa na bia wonya de ye beja party na ma JFK wonya de JFK wasa wonya de no ma be say party amaye no way obi eme ni na ho New Patriotic Party wasura menyukuo no wo ye delegate Mr. Dr. Baumia ni misika brema muni sika na muni wo ye die mi ye die wo nkoso me koso etikere Japan said you can de bia no wo so twin form for ho wo twin grassroots for ho wo twin delegate for ho eta kompre ko Japan je kan kwatena mo mamu nsuro bia delegate ade funa mkoye se kamu bia muni se kan Japan ate fu se ye ko Congress yeko na kere Japan wurem a yesi emeri wurem who pontok ni akosesa kwasempa forma be jacket to no mo aho fo kora no monya kwa wurem mo aho fo a mo nka party no kora no monya kwa wurem o na kene Japan a woni ne kra ne sika ne hwedie eti party wo be wure stadium a wo benya twetwentwefo bi ampebre forma akwawinsa forma no ma be jacket se ye ma kene di wurem who pontok tete na tete tete ana tete now kene ya pompa na yenya etwetwe forma ampebre forma kwasampa forma abedro se ye ma kene de ohiri be Japan wurem who pontok ma wo for kura mun ka party no Dr. Baumia party ni Dr. Baumia we a party member unka kire me ni card wai card kufa ne ba ya ho ye ma no card na swai wo renew Dr. Baumia the membership card na kufa to ye ma no a card no ewu aspy wo renew etila no wa Dr. Baumia na bedi la na chi la ne wa ye alarm so-called useless people like Nanapi, who almost brother want to car that wabeto car. It's any party no, the farmer Nanabi, useless organizer Nanabi. the most useless organizer. Yet yenya party ni mano. No fe bi wi ma. Yenya party ni mano. No fe bi wi ye on fe bi wi ma. Wo pa bia na bi be wi no. Wa hwia akoto dan ewo Isilegon. Wa hwia akoto dan ewo Isilegon ata choba. Mi busa so who delegate unya bi. Who delegate? Oban ko nya bi we. Edan no nya bi adam. Enti so-called useless people don't allow them. Because those so-called useless people campaign me say assassin. Phobia member it take me put 2 times. Campaign assassin because ye niakro ye tiakura full any phobia say ye party no. Ye tiakura full any fono one be say a party one say MPP party no. And to ye ohaya me how usu ye me soon. Mommy any party nisi wo. In a beer, what you must kanyina. A man so I can show me party num. Yet do allow those kind of foolish people. Now almost say party in for my inti the siano opian sorry. Muswarin kasa. Yes, say MS Uncle Fuwemo. Omumo brother who is Nanabi? Who is Nanabi? Who is JFK? Omumo brother. I party namuti to so omutisawa. Don't scare them. Don't scare them. Omunyo pia. Etimi kachiraw. Onabu Canada Japan wa pre party num. Tuwa poto marafeno. Wanchiri so dibo. Sa mun kwase setup na. Mukoye ni Saturday no. Mun kwase setup no. Wan kase na yimu wo. Na Dr. Baumia wakase we are fine. Wan ko trasia. Dr. Baumia ko trasia. Wa kwatentia. Ye bonum so mana. Yesu odin kunim. Kremonia wo tie Yesu odin kunim. Wo kremonia wo tie Yesu odin kunim da. Munka kire me. Kremonia wasa Yesu odin kunim na kremofo ni Yesu odin kunim de mufa ho ben. Kremonia wo tie Yesu odin kunim wo bia okotentia ni ebo Yesu odin kunim papa etene nwa sa Johnson esedi kete kasa se mo kire no. Wei ene nwa for me member me say ene nwa sa Johnson esedi kete a kasa se mo yi e kire no. Ene nwa I say NDC national organizer. Ekasa se muchire no. Iti.
Amanasi sa mamumu a na wako gina simpies. Momfa stia no mame, momfa stia no na mse stia na opede a beje stia no. Akonwa no de be mama hama. Ena oba ena omudi ni stia ma no na de aben boso. Nti obon pin. Na e bwensa. Pin ni e bwensa. Sa akonwa na e prenye stia. Enti wako baabi na nipa no se wo de agistia na yemfa akonwa nkoma mahama.
Wate etenu wanye monwa se Johnson esedi nketia. Ekasa se mo kire no. Enye monwa because Baumia wasa. Baumia wanyade. Baumia the most candidate way easiest candidate and Baumia easiest. Baumia easiest candidate wasa. Eti ne fa no kono. Ye penkurum die. Eti ceremonia tibi boye so di nkunim. Ceremonia tibi kwa bosom dem. Ceremonia wo tibi kwa bosom dem ne ne tukonu akotunu kom. Ceremonia wo tibi se Yesu di nkunim papa. Yesu di nkunim enum na kremofo dem fa Yesu di nkunim ho ben. Ceremonia fa Yesu di nkunim ho ben. Mon kan kore kontompo for da brabafo. Yenya party ni mafulani fo. No me say party no. No me wie banche. O me ke banche tungu. Yenya party ni mafulani fo. No me say o me wie banche. O me ke banche tungu. O me fo mu na ntwe e me wie banche nsen no. Ye ni abre. MPP no yenya mafulani fo me say party no. Ye kan kore. Ye friend phobia member. Abankesiem. Se we siri banche minka bi ma. Ena nwumire yi ye be say hia. Ame no ntra. Ame nka ho. Enka ho. Yente we. Yente through video we. Esi a. Ena nwumire be say hia.
The question say most of the aspirants and the funding campaign, especially the presidential aspirants, I think the minimum maybe some are 4 million. That is about about 100,000. There's also speculation that Dr. Baba gave 6 million. I can confirm that of course because I know the million. But this is a former board which is now 500,000. So I think earlier there were some behind closed door conversations on a minute just on the party for but maybe let's assume say maybe we're enough time and it still happens that about the young side. And but for moment here, there is nothing wrong if the is given opportunity to speak. He was our former vice president, he was our former collaborator. So on any day, those privileges and courtesies will be given to him, which is perfect aside. But where people have concerns about where people have concerns about it appears to say people and the organizers were so intentional, and these are the feedback that we are getting from most of the delegates. Different shows the Deputy General Secretary was on the show with him, and I pointed it out. That is not my concern. But it appears a lot of delegates, the feedback that we are getting from them, they say, I said, we were so intentional about pushing the environmental agenda. How and why did you do it? Me part about the speech will be about the summer. Now our person has it. But there will be all contest. Will be any sort of contest. You don't give him an added advantage. Let him go around the stadium and greet people. All church and conform. We do the beer. They have to good fellow who have to signal and conform and say please wave. Now I mention agenda of the year. One moment I don't want to mention youth organizers as a call. Any when the region they are coming from. But I'm not party youth organize a beer to bring 100 people. I'm not printing shirts more with blue shirts and actual operations. With all the operations, they are dedicated to everybody so more money they do well. The sound of one a bit yeah. So imagine 100, multiplied by about 34 youth organizers will be said to one more. That will be 3,400.